I can share one experience I had in my dreams
Great.
last night.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I found myself in a building, but some super modern business kind of building, where there were a lot of people inside, and they all had an attitude of being in some very important place, like it's place to be. And inside, it's maybe like a business atmosphere, but it's also like university. There were places to study something and so on. And there were a lot of young people going there, and they all dreamed about having some career. And, they were so excited to be there, to be recognized, to be placed in some good business position, whatever, when they finish education. And also, that place was in some way dedicated to fashion, like clothing models, And I don't know how I actually went there, but, it's just not my style, but I was there anyway. And I decided to explore a little bit, and I went from one room to another. And there were some business people, trying to propose me some of their options for work, whatever, showing themselves off, like, it's so important, we are so successful, whatever. It was funny anyway. And the other moment, I found myself on the escalator going up, the next floor. And there were also some business rooms there, like for business meetings, and a lot of very nice looking people, like the type of clothing that is very, very official and so on. And I went another floor up, and more and more I went up, I started seeing some things related to modeling, But at some point, I went to the top floor, I believe, and I saw models, like pictures and some samples, so to say, of people actually shown without the skin, so that their organs could be seen, or just some part of the body was like stomach or something was shown, and the other parts were whole, like normal. And that was very, very alarming for me. I just realized at that moment there's something going on there, obviously. And I realized that all of that atmosphere and everything was just a setup, basically, that they were choosing the best bodies, so to say, the best quality flesh to be eaten, or do something else with them. I don't know, definitely not business and education. And when I realized that, I saw somebody saw me doing it, and realized that I know what it's all about. And I started, and they started chasing me, and then all the madness started. I started running down, and well, it was funny. And anyway, that's when I woke up. So yeah, it was interesting to see, anyway, that for me, I kind of see it as a example of what today's system looks like. Looks nice from the outside, but from the inside, it's obviously all different intentions.
This is Biljana. Hi, sweetie. Thank you for sharing. Can I say something about that too for everybody here?
Sure.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. It's nice to see you. And you've been with Vesna for quite a while now, right? How many years?
Yeah, that's right. Well, I've been in new presentation for, I don't think, maybe 2 or 3 years now, but I've known Vesna for a long time.
Good, good. I'm glad to see you here. It's for you. It's for everybody, sweetie. And yes, it's constantly you're many times going to be shown these things. And, from, just like walking into a store from the bottom floor, and many of these places are bigger buildings, but you're shown the different areas that's going on there. So from the bottom floor, it all looks good. They do the presentation, they bring you in, they make it look like people are successful in the business world, etc. But as you go to the top floor where the bosses are, who are running the show, all of a sudden you see what's really going on. And yes, this is a human farming planet. That's very real. And the entire business world and all this nonsense that we're dealing with has been created for one thing: to get people's agreement to be part of the business world, stay one-dimensional and unaware. That's very, very real. And so they get people to get involved and become obsessed with their careers and their degrees and, oh, gee, what they've learned from the invented system, which is all hocus pocus. It's nonsense. Again, the birds don't do it. The indigenous people never did this nonsense, but all of a sudden, look at all the agreements. So you're seeing that real side. And if you could write that up and share it, if there's one person in the world that sees it, could save their life. It's very important because of what's going on the planet right now, and it's going to get worse and a whole lot worse. So those that have the courage to step up and see this and have these experiences and relate to them. I came through Paul Twitchell, and the whole idea at the time was the inner experiences, but gradually it all dissipated with Reptilian Joni, who owns the corporation, the Eckankar Corporation today. And those people are pizza dough on the real side. They are nothing. They are so unaware and because all they do is listen to the pretty words and look at Harry's picture. Again, marketing ploy. And this world is almost 100% marketing ploy. I don't care how good it looks, how military, patriotic, and all this nonsense. It's all nonsense is what it is. There is only one true reality, and the all-natural environments on every level, they're being destroyed here in creation constantly because the reptilian controllers want to have everybody being abused and stay unaware for future lifetimes continuously. But they're not getting it. I'm talking directly to them, and that is that everything's imploding into a darkness, and especially with the black holes. So yes, you're seeing the real side of it. This is all human farming.
Nations united, UNUversal, UNUversity, the new is dedicated to supporting and providing a real purpose and real awareness with the all-natural environment, supporting all of us. First comes this earth with food and rainforests, and to protect what is still here. Thank you for listening to this video. If you want to know more, contact USA Dean Val and UK Kevin Smith on Facebook and YouTube, or through the website provided in the links, DuaneTheGreatWriter.net. For those who have the awareness to see what is actually taking place here, with all the natural devastation, which is also purposely planned by WorldKontrollers, you now have a real opportunity to step up and do something with those who also care about your planet Earth. Duane Lee Heppner has created the new Nations United UNUversal UNUversity, which completely entails the all-natural environment everywhere, and a real education that has real value, and that far surpasses any commonly created indoctrinating educational system that does not focus on what sustains all of us naturally. Real survival makes sense with everything here that is self-sustaining.